when somebody needs to vent, they are already right. They are right about whatever it is they're upset about. And so the only way to have them get off it is for you to listen and hear and receive. So I used to say to a client that I had once who one of his challenges he always had was time. And when he would get really spun up about how he doesn't have time, like I really don't have any time. I'm just so stressed for time. I would essentially make him leave the office for an hour and go for a walk. And he's like, I don't have time to leave the office for 5 minutes, let alone an hour. And I said, David, it's exactly why you need to get out of the office. Get out of the office, put your phone down, don't talk to anybody. Put sunglasses on, put on a hat, avoid eye contact. Do not talk to anybody. Why not? Because you're toxic right now. Do you want to get your toxicity on the people that you work with? Because then you think you're frustrated out? Guess what you're going to have when you come back? Compounded breakdowns. So don't talk to anybody. Don't look at anybody. Leave the office. Come back in an hour. Go get fresh air. Walk around the block. Go to the beach. Close your eyes. Meditate. So the thing is that when a leader needs to vent and they're frustrated and they're in breakdown and they're mad and now we're having a meeting, who's having a meeting? A mad person, an angry person, a frustrated person. Okay, everybody, we need to talk. Yeah, it's Monday. Okay, so this is an important week. I don't think you guys really get it, but it's an important week. Do you guys understand how important this week is? So in other words, you're making people wrong, you're mad, you're frustrated, you're angry, and it's Monday. If you think things are going to get better because you're mad and you're frustrated and your leadership is, I'm mad and I'm frustrated, nope, you've just compounded your problems, compounded your breakdown. And then tomorrow and Wednesday, you're going to see, I told you these guys don't care. I told you these people don't get it. I'm the only one who cares. I'm the only one who cares about these assholes. See, it's like an oxymoron. If I'm mad, if I'm angry, if I'm frustrated, I'm not really caring right now. I need to vent. I need to clear my space. And if somebody else is, even if you don't have time, or even if you really want them to get on it, you have to have a hand on the pulse, and you must have your relationship be intact. I've got to make time for this person, even though I really want them to be on it. They're not ready to be on it. They're just going to tell me what I want to hear because they need to vent. They need to get off something. They're mad, they're frustrated, they're sad, they're disappointed, they're in breakdown. And if this person doesn't clear their space, they're not going to be productive. So they're just going to tell me, oh yeah, 100%. Yep, sure, uh-huh. But they don't mean it. Even if they want to mean it, they just can't. They can't until they get off it. They can't until they let it go. They can't until they vent. So it's an awesome practice, really important practice, because you must know when you're talking to yourself. Like you're in a meeting, you're talking to somebody, you're on the phone with them, you're excited, you're fired up, and they're not. And you know that they know, and they know that you know, but nobody's talking about it. And then they make these so-called promises and declarations, and you get off the phone and you are lying to yourself. So-and-so's fired up today. No, they're not fired up. You're fired up. And so then we have breakdown. So having your hand on the pulse, being in a relationship with where people are, when somebody needs to vent, making sure you make the time to support them in venting, because it's not just their venting. It's you listening, hearing, getting it, understanding, being empathetic, being compassionate. You don't have to agree with anything they're saying. Maybe everything they're saying is complete nonsense or not true. So what? But it could sound like this. I hear. What else do you need to say? Please say anything you need to say. You're mad at me? Okay, I understand. Tell me what you're mad about. I can hear it. Oh my God, I can see that totally. And how does that make you feel? Even more frustrated? I get it. It is not easy being in a relationship with me. I understand. What else do you want to say? Please say anything. You have an open space. So when we can do that, just imagine the permission you're giving people. It's very powerful, especially when you're leading people. So there's your own leadership and your own needs, and then there's the leadership of others and their needs.